Hi, my name is Joe Nielsen, and I am the real estate professor, baby. We got something great for you today. I file for possession. Yes, yes, yes. File for possession. And the subtitle is The Hammer or the Handkerchief. Which one do you choose? I came across a carpenter building a house. He didn't use a hammer. He said he felt sorry for the wood. He empathized with the nails, and he was trying to do it without the hammer. He lost the house. He was no longer a carpenter. I came across a real estate agent, a landlord. He had 62 properties. He told me a sob story about one of his tenants. The tenant owed him $16,000. The tenant lost her job. The tenant got divorced. The tenant went in the hospital. Man, oh man. He's now down to 32 houses. He didn't follow his lease. He used the handkerchief, not the hammer. I was mentoring a landlord. She only had one house. I kept advising her what to do. But she wouldn't do it. She was spending 5 hours a week talking to, phoning, trying to get this person to pay. And the person was 1 month behind and wouldn't pay late fees and etc., etc. She was using the handkerchief, not the hammer. I file for possession. The concept of a landlord is you're the lord of the land. The law gives you a hammer, but you've got to use it. You're not a social service agency. You're not a handkerchief person. You're a hammer person. I have a lease. It's 29 pages. As far as the money goes, the postmark date is the date of payment. And we give them up to the 3rd to have that postmarked. All our checks are mailed. If it's postmarked the 4th, it's $100. If we don't get it by the 5th, we send them a violation of the lease, late payment. $100 plus their rent. No payment by the 8th, we mail out a pay or move. They get it the next day. By the 11th, no pay, unless they let us know, etc., that there's, and are communicating with us. On the 11th, we file. We use the hammer, not the handkerchief. If the carpenter had used his hammer, he still would be building houses. If the real estate agent with the 62 houses had used the hammer, he'd still have 62 instead of 30. The small real estate person who has that one house, she's now filing. There's a line waiting to collect money from the tenant. You're the landlord, you have to be first in line. And this filing is not just for money. If you have a hoarder, file. If they have stuff outside, you send them a violation of the lease, they don't move it, file. I have one tenant right now. I know there's drugs. She won't sign a new lease, which also allows me to do a drug test. I've filed, I'm evicting her. If they don't pay for a toilet stoppage or other things that you've billed her, file. Abandoned cars, not registered cars. pets they won't get rid of. File. It's up to you. The hammer or the handkerchief. If you go too much into the handkerchief, it soon turns out to be blood red and real big. Don't you do that. Use the hammer. Thank you.